chickens. Watch out. Watch daddy.
French door going in the back of the house, coming out the back porch. Oh my gosh, is that not so pretty? Alright guys, welcome back to our series, Building a Farmhouse from Scratch. If you're new to this channel, we have started this series and we are following along and vlogging our process of building our own house on our own property. And this week happens to be episode 8, and we are installing the windows, doors, and all the siding on the house using hardy lap siding, and a couple vintage doors are going on the exterior. So you guys hang out, stay tuned, and follow along on this week's episode of Building a Farmhouse from Scratch. Let's get started. Are you excited?
Right there.
Let me show you my favorite salvage door that we have. This is the French door going in the back of the house, coming out the back porch. It is unbelievably pretty. Sourced it locally. It was from Atlanta, from the late 1800s, and all original windows, all original brass hardware that still works. Check this out. Oh my gosh, is that not so pretty? And then these are the kitchen windows that I installed. So we'll be able to open these. These will be on each side of the range. Super cool. They came out awesome. The windows and doors getting put in the house like definitely makes it look totally different. Every step of the way it just keeps on getting better. And then let me show you the wife's favorite. That is her kitchen window. That is above the kitchen sink. And that was sourced out of my dad's house that he actually tore down. And we were able to salvage a couple of these diamond windows, and I've carried this window around for 2 different houses now, and finally we are installing it in the kitchen window for the wife. Right here, those are the windows I just showed you on the inside. These will both open up, and then the range hood will be right in the center of those. So they are so pretty, so excited. Check this out. So it does have, these were made from the transoms, like I said before in the other video, from the door transoms. So what we're gonna do is just get like some kind of vintage little hook and knob. That way we can like pull them, you can grab it and pull it closed, and then you just like latch it like right there. And then when you wanna open it, you can just unhook the latch and just like push it open like that. And then it'll, you can feel the breeze coming in already. Ah, it's so nice. The other windows that are installed so far, I think we're only missing one actually. So here's the laundry room. We got just the 303s in there. Our shower window back there is installed. The back door, the Dutch door, is going right behind me. It's not installed yet. We have the twin windows there. Pretty much all of them are installed. And then the front windows on the front side of the house, we're doing the grids. So as you can see, these right here have the cross grids on them, and they're interior traditional, a 4-light sash on top and bottom is what they call those. But yeah, they're all looking good. And we only did the grids on the front side, and in hindsight now looking at it, I wish we wouldn't have did grids in the front at all, only because the ones that come with the windows when they manufacture them on the inside of the glass. And they actually sell kits where you can buy the trim piece and cut them to size and stick them on the outside of the glass, which is what we would have preferred. But, which I'm still probably going to do that, because one issue we ran into on these dormer additions right here, when they were built, the roof pitch was a 412, and it actually came up a little higher than we anticipated. So the 5-foot windows they ordered for those holes right here, and then the other one over here, were too tall to work and actually still get flashing under the window. So I had to go out and source these from like a window liquidator. So unfortunately they don't have the grids, but I'm just going to order those grid kits and put the external grids on all the windows in the front of the house. And then they're actually, you can get them a little bit thicker, so when I put them on the front over top of the windows that already have the grids in the center, I don't really think you'll be able to see them, or I'm hoping you won't be able to see them. So that is the plan for those windows. But man, they're almost all done and it's looking awesome. All right guys, second morning back over here at the farm and to check out the windows and doors that they installed, and the wife has not seen them yet. So let's get her reactions.
Wow, so loud in here.
It looks like a house now. Oh my gosh, look at the kitchen. That's amazing. Come here, Wally.
It looks completely different with the doors. Oh my gosh.
I know, the doors, like, they did such a good job fixing that too.
Yeah.
Look, they had to reframe the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see if it'll show the glass. Tell them about the door.
This is from the 1800s, and it's from Atlanta, the 4th Ward, right?
Yeah.
Mike found it on Facebook in an antique shop, and it's like in perfect condition, and the glass is all original.
Yeah. It's hard to see the glass in the thing.
It's all got the wavy,
Yeah, every piece of that glass is original.
Yeah. Crazy. Very pretty.
All right, babe. How about your laundry room Dutch door? Did you see that?
Let's go look at the laundry room door.
Dutch door in the laundry room.
Wow.
This one, you can actually open the top if you want.
I can?
Yeah, you just got, it's a deadbolt and a latch.
Look at that!
How cool is that?
Wow.
Don't open that. Don't open this part yet.
That's amazing. Second. Oh.
Wow. Yeah.
So I can be like, go play, Wally.
I'd be like,
Close the
incoming. Yeah, like
Watch out.
you could just open this tiny door and you're like, go play, Wally.
Go play, Wally.
Is that cool?
Play.
All right, so the Dutch doors, the Dutch door in the laundry room and the French door in the back of the house patio was wife approved. What do you think about the kitchen window?
This is my favorite part of the whole house.
That's your favorite part?
Yeah.
That thing looks huge when you're standing in front of it.
I know, but like the sink will be right here. And we'll have like a little ledge right here. I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's pretty. How do you like your windows on beside the oven on each side?
This lets in a lot of light. I didn't think it would, but just opens up. Like, boy, come eat lunch.
Ring the dinner bell.
Lunchtime.
Yeah, like
It's like a Disney movie.
It is,
You
yeah.
start singing. Don't put that in the video though.
Yeah. So the range will sit right here, and then we'll have a range hood right here, and then these walls on each side of the windows will be open.
Yeah.
And we have an idea we're gonna do for the backsplash, or actually the whole kitchen back wall.
Yeah.
And we will share that later, because we're kind of still perfecting the idea and figuring it out.
With the idea that we're thinking of with this, it's really gonna pull all the old stuff together.
It will, and I'll give you a hint. we are not using subway tile, right?
No subway tile.
No subway tile.
So sick of subway tile.
All right.
I think we've done 2 houses of subway tile. We're ready for something new.
All right. So windows are approved. You're gonna shoot it with your bow from your room?
Yeah. I mean, if I can get a crossbow for Christmas.
Ooh, I don't know about that. All right, so all the windows are installed. We're missing 1 window. The guys are still working. They're gonna get all of them trimmed out and get everything complete window, door, trim wise, and then hopefully get started on the siding.
What?
Oh!
What do you guys think of your windows?
I love it. Stop laying down here.
Are you so excited? I'm just gonna put it here.
So the siding's complete, windows, all the doors are in. It's super sunny this morning, but I'm gonna try and get you guys the best view I can of the project and kind of go over a little bit of what they did. We were super happy with the crew that we got to do the siding. All the cuts went perfectly. They asked us like how we want certain trim options, and like they actually seemed like they really cared about making it look good. You know, they would trim out extra stuff that we didn't talk about previously just because they thought it looked awesome. So that was super easy to work with them. And let's get you guys flipped around and I'll walk you through the siding and kind of show you some of the cuts and some of the basic stuff that they did on this house. Check out the amazing back doors. They came out so awesome. So this is the standard trim that we elected to go with. It is just a 1x4. So as you can see, they did 1x4 trim around the front and the back of the house, all the windows and doors, which definitely just, it adds that extra touch to it and just makes the Hardy look so amazing. In my opinion, Hardy board's a great siding, especially when you do lap siding, but it's very easy. If you don't put in the little bit of extra detail that it takes, it's very easy for it to come out looking just a little cheap siding. So these guys trimmed out all the top with the 1x4 on the porches, and then did the bead mold up top there, and then did all the tie and groove on the ceiling. And then they did the corner boards in the corner, which is a super nice touch right here. And then they did the double corners on the exterior. So this makes a huge difference right here. So what this means is they put a 1x4 on each side of the walls. A lot of, standard is what they'll use, a 1x3 or either a corner board, something a lot thinner, and they'll put a single one right here and butt the hardy board right here up against it, and then it'll just be this edge right here, and the hardy board will continue and stop right here. So if you're ever doing hardy, it is well worth it to buy double your corner board and actually make a real capped corner on it. They did all the soffits and the fascia. Those are pretty standard, and they did the bead mold up here. Now to make it look even better, you can run like a 1x6 up here instead of the bead mold, and then put the bead mold on top, and that looks incredible as well, but the hardy board gets a little pricey. And on the windows, the other windows, they just did the standard, they butted it up to the vinyl edge of the window. So give you a quick little rundown. And also for the siding we chose, and I think this makes a big difference too, we did not use the standard wood grain siding. We went with the completely smooth concrete siding. It's a little bit more cost, but the cost versus benefit is minute, because what this is going to look like, this is pretty much what all the newer farmhouses are using when they use lap, because it goes on smooth, you paint it, and then it actually looks almost like a vintage. It has more of the traditional vintage, schoolhouse look instead of that. The other option, I think they call it cedar edge or something, and that stuff has like the ripples, kind of the fake wood looking texture on the outside of it, which is not bad. Some people like that. I just don't prefer it. I think it just really throws the look off. The smooth looks way better. And then also your reveal, if you close your reveal a little bit and do like a 5-inch reveal instead of, like, I think this is a 6 1/4, if you're wanting to go more traditional looking, then you can definitely do a smaller reveal. And here's probably one of our favorite windows. This is a wood window, so it was trimmed. We had it rehung, they call it, and so they actually added the wood trim already, so this one did not need trimming. And you can see they did the chimney all the way up with the double corner. The only thing I have left to do is put in the porch post. As you can see, they finished off the beam. They put some 2x4s up there so it was fatter, because traditionally you had just have 3 2x8s or 2x10s nailed together. So they'll actually run a 2x4 on the outside of it and kind of give them some framing to nail to, and then they'll cap it off with your hardy trim. And you got several options with doing that. And then they just move these 2x4s and then replace them, which this is what I have to do, is replace them with a 6x6 post. And there'll be 2 back here on the back porch, and there'll be 6 on the front porch. So this is like the back wall of the house outside the laundry room, and I set this back wall up to be kind of the utility wall. So right here you can see, let's get down so we can check it out. So right there is where our propane is going to come in, and we're going to bury a tank out here in the backyard. And then these 2 black pipes coming out right here with these power lines right there, those are actually for your outside condensing units for your AC that you usually see. And then if you go over this way, and then right here you can see these pipes coming out right there. Those are actually for the hot water. You see the power up there, and then it'll actually have gas stubbed out for the hot water here, because we are going to use a tankless propane external mounted hot water heater. And so if you're looking at the tankless, what we choose is the external one, because it doesn't have any exhaust venting going up to the top for the gas. It's made to go outside, as weatherproof, weather resistant, and I think it's just so much easier to mount it 20 feet right here from our propane tank, and then we just have everything stubbed off right inside that wall. We'll have a little access panel, and it'll have the water shut off, it'll have the water pressure regulator, and then we got the 110 outlet, or the 110 power out there, because you have to have a 110 plug for it, and then it also runs off it also runs off gas. So yeah, that'll be mounted right there. And then when this all gets finished and all the utilities get set up, I'm just gonna run like a privacy fence as close as I can on this side, and then run it down this way and kind of just put like a little barrier on this corner right here so it'll hide all that stuff. And then on the other side of the door right here and all the way to the front of the house will be the porch, the outside porch. So that pretty much completes all the siding, the windows, and the doors, and it happened so quick. It was so hard to keep up with the filming and actually get a lot of action shots. So appreciate you guys watching that and hanging in there. Oh, one more thing I almost forgot. Have you seen that view? Pretty amazing. As always, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next week on building a farmhouse from scratch.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be